What is up, Hexkins and Pulsinators? Welcome back to another video. Today I have a great clip where Richard talks buying the dip and coins with product market fit and how that affects them in the crypto market. I hope you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I won't ask you for anything ever. Just hit the like button. It supports the channel, it supports the Hex community. Thank you in advance. Enjoy.
So 2014 Doge. These are pretty brutal dips. Oh my god. Just measuring it for y'all. Looking like a Halloween ghost with the white screen, I bet.
It's all right.
Is that why we're here? See, you know how long it took me to move the camera around to hide my neck fat? It took so long, bro. I'm like, please, God. So the camera's like up in the sky now.
You're bringing
I'm
it back for Thanksgiving?
Fat girl selfies right now, man. I'm like fat girl Tinder selfies, right? What's up, XO? How it is, bro?
It was crazy
dude.
seeing you with the beard
My
again in
fat.
the intro. I was like, oh man, look at that beard.
Bro, I needed to drop the age, man. I used to get called fat all the time, and I get called old. I'm like, fine, I can shave. Like, that's easy. And I weigh like 1 ounce less. So check this out. 2014 to 2015, Doge dropped 96.31% over 470 days. That's real damn close to 95 in my book, bro. So let's measure the next one. Next, dip Baroni. I'm on the weekly chart here, by the way, because we're talking pretty long time frames. The double top, really? Lol. 403.053. Okay, that's a little bit taller. Grab that one. 84% over 112 days in 2017. Now, look, there's an example for you. Okay. Did you get a 95% dip in Doge? I'm looking at the Trex chart weekly because it goes way back. Did you get a 90% dip to buy? No, you got left behind. And then what did it do? Okay, let me show you what it did. If you didn't buy the Doge 2017, and look, I'm not signed by Doge, okay? It's just an altcoin I'm researching, all right? I don't suggest it.
DYO.
For y'all stupid people listening. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what happens if you don't buy the dip and then it goes up and leaves your ass behind. So 2017 Doge dipped 83.88% over 112 days. I'm on the weekly chart, so it's like a little 3-day rounding, maybe one way or the other. And then it went up 28x in the next 112 days. So since you didn't get to buy the 90, you didn't get to buy the 95, you didn't even really get to buy the 85. This is 83.88. You missed the 28x. Now you sad. And guess what? It never dipped back there again.
Yeah.
Your limit order to buy would never have ever gotten filled. Ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. And you would have been left behind forever. You'd be like the guy that sold $1,300 Bitcoin. Like, okay, there was this like theory that you would always retest the old high. And so like Bitcoin topped at 13, let's call it 1377 in 2014 maybe. And then it went up to 20K. It never came back to 1377. It only went to 3K. Those people never got filled and never retested it. They never got to rebuy the retest. There was never a retest. And Ethereum like way did that, like even more. Like Ethereum never even came close to its old 2014 stuff. Yeah. So if you get left behind, you get left behind hard. So this is a look at the Doge chart, the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart. Imagine, look, oh, you sold the top in 2014 on Bitcoin. I'll go check that date. Let me check it real quick.
Wow, we got.
By the way, you can use ad block to stop TradingView from keeping advertising to you all the time. Just keep blocking every little spot. Block the pop up, then block the thing that doesn't let you click the screen, then block that next thing that doesn't click the screen, then block that next thing that doesn't let you click the screen.
They're pretty annoying.
And then you're clean.
Oh, okay.
It's like 4 blocks. Richard, aren't you rumored to be a billionaire? Bro, I'm cheap, man. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Cheap.
Me too.
Okay.
You mean you haven't bought in
buy the
WinRAR
dip.
yet?
You know what I
You're
mean?
like, you have too much
I never
too
bought
much
one.
money to be looking at these ads.
Bro.
Hey, Richard, thank you for helping to save my life. The only Juanito is throwing that out there. Thank you for the 20.
Hey, my pleasure, man. My pleasure.
you.
All right, so like, why am I looking at Bitcoin again? Oh, was it 2014 when it
2014,
did its,
Yes.
It was December of 2013, so 2014. It's like, you know, 1 week off or whatever. So good brain, Richard.
We got another question. Hey, RH, what did the devs learn from the ETH proof of stake consensus? Are we forking ETH proof of stake consensus or staying with the BSC proof of stake? Will new work be merged to public testnet this year? Thanks.
Public.
I ain't
Public.
telling you nothing, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm telling you
Okay.
nothing. Like,
I
I'm
like
done. Like,
He's done.
when do I want to say anything? No, I don't. Y'all burnt me, man. Like, last time I told y'all something, y'all burnt me up. You burnt me
You
up.
get it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like getting burnt up because, like, I just told you the best I could tell you. Like, you know,
I forgot how you
it's out when
released.
it's out.
I forgot how you released Hex, but I was there beforehand, but I just don't remember if you came out like a week before or like what was it? Wasn't
It was
I can't
2 weeks.
remember.
It was because it was like the 2 week notice thing. You wanted people to have enough time to get out of exchanges.
Oh, the Bitcoin, the free claim.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Hey, Bitcoiners, y'all ain't getting no free policy. You not?
Is that
Because y'all acted real nasty, didn't you?
Rude.
Yeah,
that was
you
one of
did.
the big things with the, we asked Kyle about that and he said that there was a lot of time with Hex that you guys spent on doing that. And it really didn't
Mhm.
have the what you
Yeah.
guys
We
thought
don't
it would
know. You never know,
Right.
man.
do.
Well, I know we
That's
ain't getting
true.
the listings, and I know we like, you know.
Right.
I mean,
Nobody was nice.
I'm happy not to hook them up. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, we're hooking up with the Ethereum dudes with the biggest airdrop in history. They were nice, not the nicest, but nicer. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
So if you didn't get this 2017 Doge play here dropped 84% over 112 days, pumped 28x, dropped after this. So it was weird to like dump for 112, pump for 112, same amount of days. Interesting. So now if we look at this drop here, this did bear market for 805 days. That's a long time, bro. That's a long time. That's 2.5 years, right?
Yeah.
2 years, call it.
Mhm.
That would suck.
So it did too. Well, really, in the real world, 2 years ain't nothing, but in crypto, 2 years feel like eternity.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this dropped 92% over 2 years, and then guess what it did? Oh wait, no, it dropped more. I didn't grab this
93.
candle right. Yeah, 92.84. So did you get a 95% drop? No, but you did get a 90. Okay, and boy, did it rip up after that. I mean, man, this is like a good pump right here. I'm gonna measure this one out, and this looks like a good pump to Richard. Let's see it.
556.
I'm not telling you to buy Doge, y'all. Okay, this is past. Okay, you're not in the past. You're in the present now. Just so you're clear.
Elon
The
Musk already
world's
shilled it.
richest man already shilled it.
Yeah.
It's done been shilled. Okay. It did a. Okay, I mean it's not as good as I thought, but like it did 550x. Not
That's
bad.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could live with that with Hex now if it did
right? Like, yeah, 550x. It's not bad, and it did that over 400. Oh, here's what's
Good
funny.
Lord.
Y'all think this is funny? It did it in 420 days.
Wow.
420, blaze it, Elon. Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, so like, you know, if you put your limit at negative 95 and you missed it, oh, you missed your 550x. and it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, like this dip that we have now still didn't come down to 2014 low or to a high. The 2014 high is still like 4 or 5x or no, like, well, okay, I'll give you a specific measurement here. The 2018 high, sorry, to where we are at the lowest of the dip was still a 3x. It's still 3x higher. You would still take a 66% drop to get there. And I'll give you a more specific drop since I rounded a little bit. To drop from the lowest point the Doge has been to so far, it would need to drop. No, it can't be. What?
99.6.
No.
Okay.
60. It needed to drop 62%. I said 66. Good brain.
Oh, I thought you meant
So-
like the starting price. Okay.
No, like right.
Like if it dropped all the way down to the where it started.
Well, this is the thing is like this has no developers, basically,
Yeah.
no tech, basically. It's just a JPEG change. Like they forked Litecoin, forked Bitcoin, Dogecoin, forked Litecoin. It's a fork of a fork, and it's basically a logo change.
Hmm.
And what did you get with your logo change? Well, you got a 550x over a year and a half.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's not the 10,000 hex that Hex did, but whatever. And so this is me analyzing an altcoin to try and guess, like, how much dip can you expect in an alt, and what happens if you miss it, and so in this particular case, if you set your bid at 95 dip and you only got 93, you missed a 550x, and you're super sad now.
Yeah.
So, and it never came back to the 2018 price, and it would need to drop 66% from its lowest point, which is not even at right now. It's about 50% higher or 20% higher. Yeah, so like for altcoins, it seems like this didn't even drop. It never dropped 95, but one time. It dropped one time. From 2014 to 2015, it did 96 instead of 95.
Yeah.
And it never did it again. It never did another 95. Dogecoin never dropped 95 again. And this is on the weekly chart on Trex, because I think that was like the oldest one that was easy for me to remember. I don't feel like brute forcing to see what the oldest Dogecoin chart is.
I think we.
So
So we
this
got a
is old,
question.
bro. Like,
Forked Hex USDC pairs all got robbed on ETHW by people using ETHW to buy piles of USD for pennies. Will harvested USDC on Pulse be used to prevent that?
bro, I don't understand what the hell you just said.
What?
Why don't y'all tell me my head wasn't in the frame, man? I'm looking at
That's all right.
charts, like
That's all right.
I'm looking at charts,
You're good.
man.
You're good. Well,
I
harvested
got half my head in the frame,
USDC.
like, hey, Richard Hart here. No
We're like,
quality
yes, please
control on
continue.
this live stream, dude.
It keeps going with the Halloween episode. We go
Holy
with the
crap.
headless Richard Hart.
You guys, just my torso is here to talk to you. You like my Fendi shirt?
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
great. It's great. By the way, HexCon,